Hi and welcome to the Market Alert for Friday the 23rd of August 2024. So stocks and bonds slammed ahead of Jackson Hole as Fed speak slows rate cut. Fed speakers push back against market demands for 4 cuts this year. And US stocks retreated and yields gained after mixed data as markets await Powell at the Jackson Hole Symposium. And the dollar was bid yesterday while stocks bonds slipped as attention turns to Jackson Hole. So there's your news for today. There is some other economic news though. FOMC member has already spoken at 1 a.m. That was Bostic. And we've also got Powell out at 3. So that's the news the market's waiting for. We've also got Bailey out as well, 4 p.m. and then another FOMC member as well, and that's the news for today's new home sales as well. But the focus is going to be at 3 p.m. This afternoon. Expect volatility when Powell speaks there. Right, let's have a look at the markets yesterday, see how much they were battered down on this so-called waiting game and news. So in the Dow, you can see the market pushed down yesterday, but recovered off the lows and brought back there. The 30-minute chart, you can see everything was fine until we got to the cash market open, and the market sold off, and then it's been brought back. Needs to close above the 200 MA. It's above the close and the DP, so we're bullish there. Just depends what Powell's got to say at 3 p.m. this afternoon. Just back to the daily chart, we've still got the upside targets there, as you can see, and then the all-time high sitting at 41415. In the German DAX, this too moving back up overnight. Didn't break the 5-bar moving average. That just seems to have affected the US markets. Still on track. We've closed above the 89% retracement from this high to this low. So we can remove this and we can add in to the all-time high now down to here. And you can see there we've taken out all of the other fib levels, but the 89% retracement is sitting there at this level for the market, which is 18,586. They'll take out yesterday's high as well. And then you've got the 18,650 level to take out there as well. 30-minute chart, the DAX was up with a bit of a pullback mid-morning, went back up at the open of the Dow and then followed it down and then up on the overnight back above the DP. So the futures market already buoyant and bringing the market back there. And in the S&P 500, same picture as the Dow, market breaking the 5-bar moving average, needs to get back above the 89% retracement, which is drawn in from the all-time low to the all-time high, I should say, down to the recent low there. 30-minute charts, prices moving up and then selling off there, and then obviously rebounding overnight as well. Needs to take out the DP and the 200 MA and the 50 EMA as well in order to continue to move higher. Meanwhile in the UK, the FT100 still sideways, but a bit of demand coming in there, 2 lots. Prices are trying to move back up. Need to take out the 89% retracement and the recent high there. Bit more detail yesterday, the FT100 moving up but then deciding it wasn't going to, and then just trod water for the remainder of the session. But overnight the futures have moved up to yesterday's high, where the market's found a bit of resistance at the moment, but is still trading above the 5-bar moving average there. In the US dollar, as it said in the headlines yesterday, we had a bit of a bounce. The market's been moving down for 4 days. That's likely to happen, and that's what we see yesterday. But a bit more weakness coming in overnight. Depends what Powell's got to say with regards to interest rates later today. Let's have a look at the metals. And starting off with silver, hammered down yesterday, as you can see there, down to the 50 EMA, the market finding support. You'll see the market, it was fine until the US opened and the London fix. You know, it always is, isn't it? But recovering on the overnight there and just above the DP. And then gold off the all-time highs. This too was slammed yesterday, but recovering a bit there. 30-minute chart again, LBMA, derivatives from the banks, but the market recovering in the Far East there, trading above the DP as I record. So in the gold-silver ratio, it's been sideways this week. and we've got a bit of red there overnight, so silver managing to recover just slightly. Again, everything is going to be dictated by what Powell has to say during today, and then on Monday we'll react to whatever he has to say tomorrow, because it goes into Saturday, this particular symposium, so we'll just have to wait and see there. And in the Far East, the silver price set at 32.35 today and 29.57 for the UK yesterday. So again, that's still that price disparity. One's real, one's derivatives. Right, so we'll look at yesterday's trading session, and as you can see here, we were sideways. It was very quiet yesterday, actually. As you can see, even in the pre-market session, there was barely any movement. And then we kicked off. Prices moving up to the high, straight through the high, and then the market attempting to come back. We had a sell signal which failed because we've got the 200 MA down here. You can see there the market just above it, so already finding some support, and this trade as you can see there sideways, and then the market goes through the high, finds support at the high and the close, and then brings the market back and takes out the trade there. And then we just go into a few minutes before we get a potential buy that was filled, and then price is very sideways, as you can see there. So obviously even yesterday they were waiting for Powell, and price is there sideways, sitting on the BRN, really quiet, down to the 200 MA, just trading below it, back to the high, bouncing off the high, and then into the US trading session, the market moving higher. And this one turns into another losing trade, because the US then turned around and went south very strongly, as we saw in the chart earlier, trading down to the 200 MA, this time taking it out down to the BRN as the market tests, and then they bring it back. We then have another potential short. The US was short at this time, the market coming back, but this time just stays in a sideways trend, sits on the BRN, look at that support there, and then eventually breaks and trades down to the high there, and then just below the close before attempting to get back above the high there. So there we go. Let's have a look at the overnight, see what's going on. Fairly quiet, but you can see there's a trend to the upside. We've had a pullback to the 50 EMA, and now stuck at this DP level there, which is 18,500. Market needs to hold at this level if it's to move higher. Okay, that's it for this morning and for this week. It's bank holiday weekend, so I'm going to take advantage of an extra day off, and I will see you when everything resumes on Tuesday morning. So with that, have a great weekend, and as ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.